Angels, what is going on? Happy Monday. New coin check. Yeah, with the bottle opener. Yeah, baby. Shirt check. That's all I got on me right at this moment. We are going to be reviewing a very, very high-class, super expensive bourbon because you know how I like my expensive bourbons. Today, we are going to be reviewing one of my personal favorite budget bourbons, actually. Old Fitzgerald Prime Bourbon. As you can tell, I like it. I've already had this, so let's talk about it a little bit. I like the label. Label's fancy. Makes me feel regal in a way. It's gold. It's a little hard to read on the back. Right here, it says, since 1849, it has consistently been the ideal of our distillery to produce only the most luxurious sour mash whiskey that Kentucky has ever known. The achievement of this aim is the rare boutique and distinctively different flavors that has made Old Fitzgerald famous for centuries. They put that on the back of like metallic gold labeling, and that is ridiculously hard to read. It hurts my eyeballs, actually. Hurts my eyeballs. I already have a little bit poured in my drammy dram, but we're gonna pour a little more because I'm bougie like that. Boop. All right. Let's get to talking about this. First of all, I picked this up at a whopping $12. Now, secondary market, because it is kind of rare. You can't find it in Ohio. And I had a hell of a time trying to find it in Kentucky. I actually found it at a CVS in Kentucky by our hotel room. Shout out CVS. The receipt was this long, I swear to God. But don't let the price fool you on this. Let's talk about it. I actually wrote some notes on this one, which is different for me. Let's talk about it. And I'll tell you why I like it so much. And especially for like the $11, $12 range. Why this is an absolute steal. First of all, look at the color. It is light. It's a light copper, like a shiny, fancy penny, baby. The legs on it are not great. They're not incredible. There is no age statement on this. But if I were to guess, I would say probably 2-3 years. Nothing super amazing. It is incredibly light. Ooh. But that smell, man, that smell. So when you smell this, it's very deceiving because you expect you're buying a $12 bourbon. But then you smell it and it smells like a $30 bourbon. I like it very much. It's very sweet on the nose. Sweet corn, sweet light vanilla. Almost like a vanilla ice cream cone, not like that dark vanilla like Madagascar vanilla bean. And here's the kicker. Once you smell it, breathe it out your mouth. Maybe do a vapor inhale. It's where you put your mouth over the cup and do that. You can really blossom that scent on your palate. I get this wonderful golden apple, like a golden delicious apple. It's very, very nice. And that's what kind of sets it off for me. And we're going to go back to that apple here in just a minute. But it's not incredibly complex. But what it does have, it does it very, very well. Let's give her a taste. Cheers. Take. It's just so fragrant. It's very light, but the fragrance you get on your palate with Old Fitz is incredible. You get a wonderful vanilla. First thing I taste is this really light, almost, I don't want to say artificial vanilla because it's not artificial, almost like a kid vanilla flavor. And I don't mean that in a bad way at all. It's just very, very light and a nice, sweet vanilla. Then you get that golden apple that I smell on the vapor hail. Like that. You kind of get those vapors on your tongue. You get them in your sinuses. You smell that. You get this really nice golden apple. It kind of finishes off with this wonderful oak. It's very light oak. Not a lot of spice. But here's the kicker. And we're going to go back to the apple. When you swallow this, it is a short finish. I expected it to be a short finish for $12. 11, 12 bucks. But you get this overwhelming taste of like a dried, bitter red fruit. And not overwhelmingly bitter, like a good bitter. Like almost like a craisin. Like a cranberry, like a light cranberry. Or a craisin you would put on a salad or just eat. That, compared with the lingering taste of the golden apple, is mwah! It is beautiful. You could drink this all day long. There's zero burn. It's a light finish. It does coat your tongue properly. It doesn't have a very thick mouthfeel, but I wouldn't expect it to for the price it is. What I was surprised is how many flavors I got from a $12 bottle of bourbon. And I'm very, very glad I bought 3 bottles down in Kentucky. If you've ever had a chance to try Old Fitzgerald Prime Bourbon, don't look past this one. This one is a great budget. It's a sleeper. I don't think people tend to look at the bottom shelves because they just genuinely think it's rot gut. But there's some really special bourbons out there for not a lot of money. And I really think this is one. I would put this in the same class as maybe a Heaven Hill 6-year as far as price compared to flavor, or even a Evan Williams Bib Bottle and Bond price compared to flavor. If you're paying $11 for a bottle of bourbon and you taste a $30 bottle of bourbon, that's a win for me. And it should be a win for you. I always try to compare price to taste. If I'm paying $120 for a bottle of bourbon, it should taste like $120. Just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. It really does just open up everything that you would want in a nice, lighter bourbon. That apple, that crisp apple. You could drink this on a hot day and not get that really hard-hitting hug. I know some of us look for that, but if it's 100 degrees with 100% humidity, I really don't want to feel that gigantic burn in my chest. That's some winter stuff. That'll warm the cockles of your heart, you know what I mean? But give this a try. This is going to be a super quick review because honestly, there's not much to talk about other than this is a fantastic bottle for $12. You have vanilla, apple, light oak, maybe a tiny bit of spice in there, and dried craisins. And when those all come together, there is a transition in flavors to that. It has a nice finish, even though it's a short finish and it's kind of dry. It also finishes nicely. And it is to a preference. So, that is my review on Old Fitzgerald Prime Bourbon. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Let me know if you guys have had this, what you guys think of it. Do you think it's worth the $11, $12? I've seen it for 11 bucks, I think. Some people say, oh, I could get that for $11. I paid 12 for mine. So let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell a buddy, tell a friend. Let me know what you think about Old Fitz Prime Bourbon. Don't forget to drink something good. Take care.